Kevin Jonas' wife Danielle Jonas opens up about Lyme disease diagnosis. They tried to tell me it was anxiety. Kevin Jonas' wife, Danielle Jonas, is shedding insight into her quiet battle with Lyme disease. In an interview with Parents published on Thursday, October 9th, Danielle, 39, explained that she noticed her hair was falling out and initially had no answer from doctors. They tried to tell me it was anxiety. Finally, I had a biopsy that showed I actually had Lyme disease, she said. I also had eczema on my scalp, which was likely from the inflammation caused by Lyme disease. The hair loss was very traumatic. I got to a point where I wanted to wear a wig. Danielle, however, utilized extensions, which irritated her eczema more. I had to go out and do things with Kevin. I just wanted to feel like myself, she said. Celebrities who have opened up about battling Lyme disease: Danielle Jonas, Justin Bieber, and more. Lyme disease is transmitted by ticks and can cause symptoms such as a rash in a bullseye pattern, fever, chills, fatigue, body aches, and swollen lymph nodes, according to Mayo Clinic. The condition can also lead to severe joint pain and neurological problems if left untreated. After doing a deep dive into the products that touched her skin, Danielle turned to All Free Clear, a brand that is approved by the National Eczema Association, and has since noticed a difference. After the switch-up, Danielle shared that her symptoms are more manageable but not entirely gone as she still experiences eczema flare-ups. The experience ultimately taught Danielle the importance of instilling confidence in her children. Danielle and Kevin, 37, shared daughters Elena, 11, and Valentina, 8. They saw everything I went through, so the main thing I tell them, when their eczema flares up, is this is going to pass, Danielle said. Bella Hadid's Lyme disease battle in her own words: "It made me who I am today." As her daughters test out various skincare products, Danielle encourages them to rely on those that have clean ingredients. I had to reel Elena back in a little bit. Besides eczema, she's always had other skin issues, so keeping things clean for her is important, Danielle said. Still, she gets mad because she wants to have fun with certain products. I just tell her, well, do you want to flare up or do you want it to get it under control? That helps her come back down. In July 2024, Kevin got candid about Danielle's health while sharing an update on whether or not the couple would be open to expanding their family. "If it's God's will, we'll see," Kevin said during an episode of the Vile Files podcast. "It's like, we took some health time for my wife. She has Lyme disease, so she really wanted to get that right. She's kind of only coming out of it now, in a good way, which is wonderful. Like all things, it just takes time and figuring out your life, but definitely not ruling it out." If the pair were to add baby number 3 to their brood, Kevin predicted that it would feel like a firstborn again since his daughters are older now. "My oldest daughter came downstairs this morning and she had a cold ice roller on her face while she made herself breakfast. Like, she's 10, Kevin quipped of Elena. She came down dressed, made herself breakfast and was getting ready for camp and rolling her face. Like, my life is amazing right now. I'll take it. Do I want to be changing diapers? Maybe not. But at the same time, I love babies and I love having kids, so why not? Let's go." Celebrities who have opened up about battling Lyme disease: Danielle Jonas, Justin Bieber, and more celebrities who have opened up about battling Lyme disease: Danielle Jonas, Justin Bieber, and more. Many celebrities have spoken out about their Lyme disease diagnoses over the years, and because the disease is easy to misdiagnose, many had to fight to be believed. According to the Mayo Clinic, Lyme disease is transmitted by ticks and caused by 4 species of bacteria in the United States, Europe, and Asia. In fact, it's the most common tick-borne illness in those regions. Early symptoms include a rash in a bullseye pattern, fever, chills, fatigue, body aches, headache, neck stiffness, and swollen lymph nodes. If the disease goes untreated, symptoms expand to severe joint pain and neurological problems such as meningitis and Bell's palsy. Danielle Jonas, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, and more are among the stars who have been diagnosed with the illness. Scroll down to see what they've said about their Lyme disease battles. Harry Judd's wife says one of their children is diagnosed with pathological demand avoidance. McFly drummer Harry Judd's wife Izzy Johnston has revealed that one of their 3 children has pathological demand avoidance, PDA. PDA syndrome is a specific profile within the autism spectrum, where children demonstrate a strong desire for independence and talk their way out of daily tasks due to feelings of anxiety, per the NHS. Johnston, 41, who was part of the electric string quartet Escala, said she doesn't even tell her child she's left their clothes out for the day anymore because the instruction is too anxiety-provoking. To the outsider looking in, they might see that as a sort of lazy parenting or lack of discipline or whatever it is they want to say, Johnston explained on Dr. Alex George's Stumpcast. Children with PDA may use a number of strategies to avoid demands made of them. These include delay tactics, distractions, shouting, falling on the ground, negotiation, or escape, according to the NHS. Typical behaviors include resistance to everyday demands, being sociable but lacking depth of understanding, excessive mood swings, fantasy play, and obsessive behavior focused on others. From the moment a child wakes up in the morning, they are being told to eat their breakfast, get dressed, brush your teeth, Johnston said, and all these anxieties are forming in them, that people are putting pressure and demands on them. They don't respond to authority or hierarchy. They want autonomy. They want to be in control. Johnston has previously shared that she no longer tells a neurodivergent child to put a coat on if the weather is cold, but trusts them to have autonomy over how they are dressed and other daily tasks. The musician said that she initially felt really heavily judgment from others because her child doesn't behave as other children do. She explained, "You have to go through a kind of grief process that things aren't going to be as you thought they would be." Children and young people with PDA syndrome don't generally respond to the traditional approaches recommended for autism, according to the NHS. Instead, they respond better to more flexible, non-confrontational, and personalized approaches. The most important thing is to gain a strong understanding of the presentation of the individual, guidance reads. Johnston, who shares daughter Lola, 8, sons Kit, 7 and Lockie, 3 with Judd, did not name which of their children had been diagnosed as neurodivergent. Judd and Johnston met while the musician was performing on McFly's 2005 Wonderland tour. They married 7 years later and welcomed their first child in 2016.